All right, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. And today, I think we literally have to do some fighting because I think I'm very tired at this point. I'm frustrated, not because the ICP price is moving or something like that, but I think that there is actually a war against the whole protocol. You know why I'm saying that? Because really, I was just going through DeFi Llama, right? And I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and check how they are rating ICP in terms of like its total value logged or maybe developing activity and stuff like that. And I'm seeing that the whole thing is ranked at number 40 or something like that. I'm looking at the total value logged in here and I'm seeing $60 million. I'm like, nah, this is just too much laughable. Like knowing that more than 46% of ICP is staked already, and that should be calculated in total value logged. Like this just doesn't make any sense, right? So maybe I'm tripping, maybe I didn't understand anything, but I want you to take a look at this, right? So I went to Google, I was like, you know what is actually the meaning of TVL, right? And then it goes on to say that like total value logged is calculated by summing up the value of all assets staked or logged in a DeFi platform. So it has to be a DeFi platform. And I said, maybe ICP is not a DeFi platform, but actually it's being ranked on DeFi Llama, right? Meaning they acknowledge that this also is a DeFi platform, right? Now, this involves identifying all assets such as cryptocurrencies or tokens and determining their quantities. Each asset amount is then converted to US dollar value by multiplying it by its current market price. Easy peasy, just like that, right? So now when you come back to the ICP dashboard, you take a look here, they tell you that like 239 million, 240 million ICP tokens basically are logged in, they are staked, right? Meaning that amounts to something like almost $2 billion in TVL. And you come to DeFi Llama and you see that ICP has got only $60 million in total value logged. Okay, maybe I'm just bitching up a storm for no reason, right? Because who cares about like the total value logged in? I will tell you, give you one simple example. Sui has been the hottest blockchain like of late the last month. Why is it the case? The reason why it's gaining traction is because of this total value logged that is being reported at DeFi Llama. You can see here it says 1.6 billion. But again, if you come here to ICP dashboard, you see that there is actually $1.9 billion that is like logged in there. Now, this would actually place ICP higher than Sui. And you know what that means. Now hear me out. Maybe I didn't explain this very clearly, but I want you to understand something that happens time and again in this market. It's not because there is such crazy development that is happening on this chain that a lot of people have adopted it and it's really serving a certain purpose or something like that. It's all about narrative. And you have to understand that when the narrative is so good, what happens? People flock to that asset and that blockchain. What do they do there? Projects start launching things like memes and all those trendy things that you can understand and talk about. When that happens, the demand of the main coin or something like that start pumping, and obviously people make money from there. Now, when people make money from there, they obviously spread the news and more people come into the ecosystem. Now, coming into the ecosystem means you are purchasing the whole thing. You're driving demand higher and the price keeps pumping and pumping and pumping. And that's the story. Now, with a total value of almost $2 billion, it means that ICP would be bigger than Sui, just behind the base chain. And imagine the traction that would come to ICP because of that. It means more people, more participants are coming in there. The price will continue rising. When the price rises, more people come in. The price even rises further on. I think that's only the explanation that I can give as to why we see here that ICP only has got maybe in the last 24 hours, $72 million that has been traded. But you take a look at something like BitTensor, almost the same market cap, honestly, but it has traded something like $200 million. If you take a look at Aptos, it has traded some $456 million. This is because of the data that is not being reported about ICP Internet Computer Protocol. Again, maybe I'm just pitching up a storm here for no reason, but I really believe that there is an all-out war on ICP Internet Computer Protocol, and I think that each and every single one of us has to take action. And by that, what do I mean? We know that DeFi Llama have got a Twitter page. Really, we can bombard this whole thing asking for answers because like there are two things happening there. Either the data that we are getting from the ICP dashboard is not correct or DeFi Llama is stripping. One of the two is stripping and we have to start asking questions, right? So I think the easiest one right now, maybe we can start with DeFi Llama. I will personally create a post, and what I want everybody to do in the ICP community is to comment tagging DeFi Llama. We need to demand this. And I think this is why this video is very important. If you happen to believe in ICP as the new internet computer, really, you don't have to sit back. The concept of the blockchain already is to fight the incumbents and becoming the next big thing. We can't just have it while sitting back at home and drinking coffee, right? Look, I'm getting triggered maybe, but this is really my honest opinion. Again, I'm leaving room just in case that I'm wrong and I interpreted the whole thing incorrectly. But as far as I see things, I think either the ICP dashboard is tripping or DeFi Llama is tripping. But, if you ask me, really, I think that DeFi Llama is tripping much more, right? So we need to demand answers. Also, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button, share it wherever you can. We need to spread this message. You can even share it with other ICP content creators so that we at least get this message out. So as I said just moments ago, I'm personally going to be creating a post asking those questions to DeFi Llama. And what I want from everybody is to go ahead and comment, even tagging them, asking probably the same questions. They will definitely respond. Remember what happened back then? I think it was 2 months ago when ICP was removed from all categories that have to do with AI. And the community really stood up. I think that was something that was very much powerful. And I think that you and I have forgotten the strength that we have, the power that we have to change things when we want them to change. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So check out maybe the link in the comment section or probably the description. That will be linking to the post that I'll make on X. And we can start to try to change these things. I think it's a travesty, really. So let's get back here. So now drifting away from this topic, let's talk about price action here for ICP. But before we get there, I think I also want to show you here the amount of ICP that has been burnt over the last few months. I think this thing is really gaining traction. And yeah, if this continues, we could actually start to see ICP become more and more deflationary. So a month ago, I remember exactly, I took a look at this statistic and I was only seeing that there were 177 ICP coins which were banned. And I was like, you know what, this is very much insignificant. I'm checking a month later, I'm saying that, you know what, we are double that. And this is really interesting because if this number keeps growing, we're 325,000 right now, that's less than a million. But if this thing starts reaching a million, 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, I can tell you 100% ICP is going to be unstoppable because at that point it's going to be truly deflationary. But also take into consideration that most of these ICP that are staked are probably locked, for 8 years or something like that. That's a very long time. So you can as well consider them not to be in circulation. And what that will do is basically dry up supply on ICP. If the demand really goes high, we are talking greatness here for ICP Internet Computer Protocol. But again, immediate short term, what are we seeing with the price? We are still maintaining the upward sloping support here. And I think that overall speaking, over the last 3-4 months, we have seen ICP just having this wake of accumulation pattern. It really reminds me of what Bitcoin was doing back then in 2015. And you can see almost the same thing that is happening here, that ICP also is still maintaining these higher lows there, but it's going to be taking a little bit of time, obviously, maybe a month out or something like that. But eventually what I see here ICP doing is even if we break down here to go to something like $6 or something like that, it's going to be very much difficult to break that. But still here, the accumulation will continue and we'll be able to break out nice and easy from there. What are the price targets that we are looking forward to? Again, I've referred you to the market cap of ICP, saying that, look, we have an inverse head and shoulders pattern that is playing out right there. This is the left shoulder, as I indicated already. This is the head, and you can see here we've got the right shoulder forming there, nice and easy. Technically speaking, you'll be taking a look at from the top of the head to the neckline there, something like 11x. And if we do the same measurement, we are looking around something like $112 billion in terms of market cap. That's taking ICP to rise around $220, and I still stand with this price target. Again, we don't need to do much here to see this happening. ICP in the immediate short term only needs to pump about, let's go ahead and measure that nice and easy, right? About 100%. Can it pump 100%? I think it's something that is very much possible. We have seen ICP even doing much better than that. Again, if we take a look at the chart on a weekly time frame, we're actually seeing that this was most likely just a back test of the neckline of the wake of accumulation, and then from there we can build a base and we can continue pushing even higher for ICP. So that's where we are sitting right at this point. And let me also remind you of an activity that our partners over there at BingX have provided for the crypto front community, up to $5,450 that can be won, and on top of that 300 ton tokens that can be used to trade in terms of bonuses and stuff like that. Just go ahead and check out the activities. I think it's a fantastic one. Other than that, they also have got another activity here, and this has to do with trial funds. By depending on how much you are depositing, and which task you are doing, you can go ahead and claim a lot of vouchers. There is an interesting concept there, right? They were explaining to me that, let's say you have got $100 voucher that you have gotten because of the depositing that you would have done and stuff like that. And let's also say that you were in a trade, you happen to lose $100. You can just use your voucher to offset your loss. I think it's just a fantastic idea, right? Other than that, if you want to be a successful trader and you want to be independent, not depending on chart analysts and stuff like that, you go ahead and check out cf2kit.com. The link will be somewhere there in the description or maybe the pinned comment. And you can go ahead and learn everything that you have to know about this market. Other than that, I just want to remind you that none of what I say is financial advice and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything that I say, all right? But if you like the content, don't forget to delicately tap the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.